Well, as Lady Gotham would put it, I've been a bad monkey. Yesterday, I was supposed to film my top 10 things that I disliked about this year. And then today was supposed to be the top 10 things that I liked about this year. However, again, being a bad monkey, I'm gonna have to do both lists today because tomorrow is supposed to be the last day of 2016. Now, instead of top 10, I'm going to give you top 5 things that I liked and disliked about this year, starting with the dislikes. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with that list. Number 5, bills. I don't know, maybe it's just me or maybe it's just mismanagement of my money, but this year, for some reason, this year alone, bills have been so brutal. I don't know, maybe I just need to manage my money better, but lesson learned. Hopefully next year will be a lot better, especially for my finances. But then again, next year I'm gonna have to find a steady job. Number 4, the election this year. I don't care who you were with. Either you were with Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump or Gary Johnson or one of the other candidates. It didn't matter because this election was so stressful that I don't follow politics. I really don't. I could care two shits about politics. But this year, it is either you were on one side or the other. There was no middle ground. And if you were in the middle ground, then you're not helping either cause, apparently. So, fuck this election. Really, fuck it. Number 3, copyright claims. I've gotten a slew of copyright claims alone this year. I don't know, it's because of the system that they were putting in or what have you. Last year and the year before even, I didn't have that much of a problem with copyright claims. This year alone, oh my god, I have fought so many claims here and there. I'm surprised I haven't gotten a copyright strike with as many times as I filed in it for a dispute. I don't know, it's just this year on YouTube, if you're a content creator, it kind of sucked. I'm not gonna lie, it really sucked. Now granted, I am a new to whole YouTube. I mean, I've been less than 2 years, but still, it was a lot to acclimate to, and things have gotten a little so-so, but yeah, that was one of my least favorite things this year. Number 2, delays in filming. I don't know if it was because I was filming every single day this year, but I have found myself being delayed on a lot of stuff, not only for just my movie, but even the vlogs themselves and Faceless reviews. It got really stressful. It didn't help that I was working at the same time, and so yeah, that takes number 2 right there. And the number 1 slot for the most disliked thing I hated in 2016 was the deaths. We had a lot of people die this year, celebrity-wise, and even some people that were, that hit close to home for me. It just, this year, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. Wow, that's probably the wrong thing to say. But regardless, I've talked about this on and on. But this year is just terrible. Now, is it gonna change next year? Probably not, because death does not take a break. So I'm hoping that there's no more, at least not this much in one span of a year next year, but that's just the future and we can't tell. But yes, that was my number 1 dislike of this year. Now that we got the dislikes out of the way, let's go ahead and go to the top 5 things that I liked about this year. Number 5, Batman v Superman. Not just the movie, okay guys, just not just the movie. The reason why I liked it so much is because this is the first time as a kid I was waiting to see my 2 favorite DC comic book characters on the screen together, and it was awesome. I never thought that I would ever actually see that in the big screen, but I finally did. And regardless of how the movie really did turn out, it really hit my childhood seeing them both on the big screen. Number 4, finishing my film. I'm not talking about Season of the Clones. That is still in work for reasons that I'll probably explain later down the road. But still, actually finishing my first movie. Now, granted, it's only 1/3 of the film that I'm planning to make, but still, it felt like a weight has been lifted, and the fact to actually hear my own words that I have written said on by various people that helped me make this film, it was, for me, it felt like an achievement that I didn't think I would ever grasp, but I did, and I look forward to making more for you guys. Number three, my retirement. It warmed my heart. To be honest with you, to actually 20 years going through all that to make it to this point, it was awesome. It is a good feeling. Now, officially, I don't retire till the 1st of April, but the fact that I have my ceremony done and the fact that I'm pretty much done with work, wow, never did I feel that I was gonna make it here. Now, what I mean I don't make it here is just I always thought that somewhere along the line I was gonna get out of the military before my retirement, but it didn't happen. And the fact that it's actually here, wow, just 20 years, 20 years. Oh. Now for the last two and one, I went back and forth on this, and I wish I could just put them both together as one, because they are, but I'm just gonna just do it this way because they both equally hit me in the heart. They both equally made me feel really alive. So number two was watching my daughter graduate high school. I'm not gonna lie, I shed some tears actually seeing my little girl walk across the stage, and memories came back when I first took her to school, when her first kindergarten class, and even then I remember, I don't think I ever told her this, so even then, after I had dropped her off and saw her walk with her little backpack into class with her new teacher, I got into my car and I cried a little bit. It was like, oh, my little girl, she's going to school. And now she is out of school. She graduated, and oh, it was amazing. And I am so proud of her. I am. And then number one is Lady Gotham coming back home. You guys have to understand that this person means a lot to me, if you hadn't guessed. And just having her back here, having her back home, it felt amazing. And yeah, what can I say? I'm just totally in love with her. And I mean, don't get me wrong, like every couple, we do have our spats here and there, but that's normal. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I really, really wouldn't. And and let me tell you, she's the good kick in the ass that I need every once in a while when I'm doing something that I'm not supposed to be doing. That's what I need, and she makes me happy, and I make her happy. At least I hope I make her happy. I don't know. There have been a couple of times she has to ask herself, what's going on in your head? And if I could answer that, I wish I could. I don't know. There are days that I wonder, why the hell are you even with me? But she is, and having her back home is just simply awesome. Oh, and that's it for those two lists, guys. I hope this wasn't too wordy. It's just, like I said, I made a mistake. I should have done it yesterday, the first 10 dislikes, and then whatever, it's done. That's my top 5 for both dislikes and likes of 2016. So, until then, I will see you guys tomorrow. I think I went sappy on those last two options. I did. Yeah. I gotta stop doing that. I don't admit to crying, but oh man. And no, this wasn't just to kiss Lady Gotham's ass but for the things I said, but I hope it helps. Yeah.
Peanut butter disaster.